Welcome to our video. Like the seasons, trends and fashion are ever changing. Trends and fashion bring in every season the new and revisit the old. Notorious for pushing the envelope of creativity to the almost the uncomfortable and the incredible, the New York Fashion Week showcased the color trends for spring and summer 2023. Join us if you will as we take a glimpse into the haute couture, followed by a comprehensive survey of all the showcased color palette. This video will cover the works of only 3 of the celebrated fashion designers. We will be quoting verbatim what the reporting magazine said about Caroline Herrera, Brandon Maxwell, and Michael Kors. This video quotes the reporting magazines, because like our views, our expertise did not reach the level to match these magazines yet. Ha ha ha. However, the contribution this video brings is to cherry-pick for its viewers photos of the best designs, then match them with the reported critique that describes them best. We like what Style magazine article said, quote, Carolina Herrera unfurled blossoms at New York Fashion Week on September 12 with a collection that plays with the fresh colors of an unkempt garden. I like this idea of creating a garden for a spring collection, said creative director Wes Gordon, who found inspiration from his favorite childhood book, Frances Hodgson Burnett's The Secret Garden, as well as an archival floral fabric book. As for black, the article said, the secret comes from the injections of black and the touches of the black accessories, giving it that little bit of mystery and sensuality. Then sexy yet sophisticated cutouts on dresses help to create an unapologetic mix of glamour, beauty and joy. Here is a strapless long dress with a bright color print. Stella Maxwell walked the runway alongside other models proud of her masterpieces. A model wears the romantic and glamorous long pink dress as she walks the runway. Whereas Reuters Lifestyle magazine chose this dress to represent Herrera's unfurled blossoms. Vogue magazine said, take the first look, which combined a navy and white bias striped cotton blouse with a yellow floral chenille ball skirt. It's pure Herrera. I feel really at home and comfortable now, Gordon said. The key is to just embrace making beautiful happy clothes and not apologize for that. That sense of joy is what our clients come to us for. Vogue continued to say, joy has lately been in short supply. So Gordon made a point of printing florals on a range of materials. Beyond that chenille, there was ball-ready silk fye, delicate silk chiffon, even sturdy cotton gabardine which he cut into a well-fitted trench. A strapless red number from which a sculptural red rose detail bloomed over one shoulder was fresh off the plane from the Toronto International Film Festival, where Kate Hudson wore it to the premiere of Glass Onion, a Knives Out story. Vogue went further and said, to round out the collection, he showed striped and solid stretch knit numbers, a pair of white hand-crocheted styles finished with black ribbon, a couple of dark rinsed denim dresses, both punctuated by a wide waist cinching belt, and a plunge front bustier jumpsuit different, but still familiar. Whereas Fashionista magazine said at its critique on the whole collection, florals for spring may not be groundbreaking, but there certainly isn't anything wrong with them, especially when they're as pretty as the ones in this collection, placed on garments this perfectly constructed. From the polished daywear to the maximalist evening wear, this collection is all about timeless beauty, and as Gordon confidently told friends and reporters post-show, it doesn't need to be more than that, especially when you know what your clientele wants from you. However, this video feels that the opening statement of Fashionista's critique tends to downgrade Herrera collection's floral theme, saying not groundbreaking. Our take is it does not have to be groundbreaking. Groundbreaking designs and themes are very rare historic events, that is if they ever exist. Fashion and trends are a continuum, of fresh look and variations of the old. Time and history in fashion seems to be cyclic, a circle, not a straight line which demands groundbreaking changes to progress. Brandon Maxwell is next. Vogue magazine said. Brandon Maxwell transported guests to a scene from a glamorous nightclub, as his spring-summer 2023 show took inspiration from the late 90s and early aughts. Walking into Christie's for Brandon Maxwell's spring runway show was like descending into a glamorous nightclub. The first model came out wearing a white tee with horses layered underneath a floral and sequin embroidered cardigan, paired with a silver sequin skirt with a floral motif and topped off with a pink tweedish jacket. It's not that it wasn't glamorous, but there was just a relaxed feeling about the whole thing. Reinforced when the model after that came out in a square sequin mosaic tee with the same horse print in metallic pastels, worn with slouchy, low-rise herringbone trousers, with her hands in her pockets. It was a sophisticated take on Y2K style. Vogue quoted Maxwell saying, "I think it's brought a lot of balance, focus, and clarity to my life," he said. "I've been trying to say it in the shows, that I really have been seeking peace and tranquility." Vogue added, the designer and his partner recently moved out of the city and into nature, as he put it. Vogue quoted Maxwell saying, "And I think that peace and quiet triggers a lot of involuntary memories for me, of growing up in nature when life was so slow, and that has kind of brought a lot of those memories from when I first came to love fashion." Vogue added, "That time was of course the late 90s and early aughts of wearing spaghetti-strapped dresses over white tees, though here the dress was in sheer silk, layered over a white tank." On the easygoing style, Vogue said, "The ease Maxwell was looking to transmit came through loud and clear in a trio of skirts that seemed made from just one piece of fabric draped around the body at an angle and fastened on one side, with a pocket." The Vogue added, "One done in the mossiest shade of bright green, was worn with an easy tank in the matching color." On a different note, Vogue added, "Elsewhere there were wide-legged trousers with lots of zipper details inspired by raver pants, and a cool glitchy floral print that was overlaid on a silk jacquard with a print of the designer's logo, which was turned into a simple strapless column dress that was ready to walk off the runway and onto a red carpet." Whereas the Walk magazine said, New York Fashion Week has reached its final stretch, and today, on the penultimate day, Brandon Maxwell presented his Spring-Summer 2023 collection, in which the designer invites us to experience a minimalist collection of soft tones and floral patterns because flowers can never be missing this season, as cliché as we may think they are. The magazine added, "For this installment the American designer embarked on an adventure of well-defined lines that flirt in a middle ground between formality and casual wear. Thus we find combinations of blazers with sparkling blouses and skirts, asymmetrical dresses, monochromatic jumpsuits or prints that convey a sense of relaxation and tranquility, a cheerful harmony that sometimes we all need." The Walk thinks that this creative decision stems from Maxwell's time spent living in California, where he found a different pace of life than in the busy Big Apple. Maxwell's Spring-Summer 2023 season includes a myriad of what could be considered uniforms for suburban life: overalls, tank top, cargo pants, vests, big skirts in both fitted and slightly wider silhouettes, which in their textures look ideal for both day and night life. If you have breakfast in the morning, with this collection there is no need for you to go home to change for your evening party. On the model's hairstyles, the Walker commented a statement on what Maxwell wanted for the hair to stress the theme of simplicity. "This installment is so rooted in the spirit of simplicity and everyday beauty, that the designer requested that the model's hair be kept the same as it was when they're presented for the fitting via Fashionista, applying the idea that less is more." He followed this same path for makeup. Nonetheless, simplicity to Maxwell does not mean monotonous colors. The Walker added, "Of course, to achieve a collection that transmits sweetness and relaxation, Brandon Maxwell had to rely on a color palette of pastel shades, with pinks, purples, greens and blues, which he complemented with the indispensable white and some shiny details in the form of sequins." If Maxwell is known for his party vision of fashion, it was not going to be easy to get rid of it. Thus Brandon Maxwell invites us to live a much calmer life, projected through our stylistic choices. To conclude on Maxwell, V magazine portraits his collection saying, "Through soft, intricate tailoring, sculptural shapes, accents, and voids, it alludes to Maxwell's infamous ability to communicate timelessness in his designs, though an element of boldness is camouflaged. In some looks, darker shades are manifested, possibly to enhance the chromatic nature of the collection. However, whether it's the flirty backdrop, or the subtle dismissal of a bolder allure, the collection is special in the sense that it does allow you the space to communicate your authenticity. Not overbearing or uninspiring. If the intention was to be light and to let you do the talking, he nailed it." Moving on to our last designer in this video, Reuters Lifestyle magazine said, "Michael Kors mixes urban sensible with resort ease for Spring/Summer 2023. Designer Michael Kors brought resort chic to the city at New York Fashion Week, in a versatile collection inspired by his post-pandemic travel binge." The magazine quoted Kors saying, "When I go to a resort now where people would have before been totally not dressed, they're dressed up. When I go to cities now, people are kind of dressed like they're at a resort when the weather is warm. So, it's sort of urban resort because I'm a big city boy, but I'm a beach bum." Moving on to describe the models, the runway and the colors, saying, models in billowing shirts and caftans zigzag down a runway flanked by large palms before landing on an outdoor sidewalk. Poppy red, palm green, and turquoise declared spring and summer, while metallic provided shimmer and glamour. Then added yet another quote from the designer on his collection. It can go to a resort or it works in the city, said Kors. And then on the other hand, black, done in a very sort of linear, graphic way that can again go from the city to a resort. And then, yes, electric shades worn head to toe. Vogue magazine's critique came complimentary with its different perspective, stating that sexy, streamlined clothes are trending at New York Fashion Week. At Michael Kors, they're evocative of the 1970s, when Lauren Hutton and Naomi Sims appeared on the covers of magazines, and Halston, dresses, and the man himself ruled the Studio 54 dance floor. Vogue reported. At a showroom preview, Kors was talking about the hallmarks of good American design. Movement and sensuality. It's what made me love American style. Halston, Burroughs, and Rudy Gernreich, it was about freeing the body, all in different ways. Kors was up to something similar here, combining the chic urban tailoring he's known for with the relaxed yet hedonistic spirit of resort wear. An elongated blazer topped a bandeau and sarong, and maillots were paired with fluid pleated trousers. The button-down, once the traditional accompaniment for a suit, was excised from the equation almost entirely, and the few times it did appear it was undone to the navel. The décolletage was the erogenous zone, braless naturally, though the legs got plenty of play with all the fringed perios. Then Vogue added. Kors wasn't just riffing on his 1970s icons, he was also quoting himself. He is an essential part of the American fashion lexicon. The gold buckles were lifted from the spring 2002 collection he showed in the wake of 9/11. They also inspired the bold gold necklaces from which he suspended liquid swaths of jersey in poppy red and bright lime green. Other evening options included Kors's tried and true sequined stretch jersey and a gorgeous silk caftan in that vivid red. Also making a comeback, Kors favorites like Carmen Cass and Natasha Polly. This time around, bodycon isn't only for teenagers and 20-somethings. With this we conclude the glimpse on the New York Fashion Week Spring/Summer 2023. But to be continued. Our next video will be a comprehensive exploration of the color trends of Spring/Summer 2023 by the same one and only, the New York Fashion Week. We hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like, share this video with your friends and subscribe and hit the notification bell to support our channel and stay updated. Thanks for watching.